Rabbi Kaplan?
Somebody in Beit began is telling his grandson who Avraham Avinu was, and don't we all know who Avraham Avinu was? Isn't it so sad? Isn't it so sad? I'm not punching over here. I'm being McConan. In another week, then we hope Mashiach is going to come, and we're not going to fast on Shiva B'Tammuz. It's going to be Nepach for us, Simcha. But this is the time now. Another week it's going to be. And I'm being McConan on what the Shulchan Aruch calls Sreifas HaTorah. And Abem is a rise of Kujabricha V'Yisrael Kulachad. And I'm trying to put myself, I mean, even though it might be a chutzpah to put myself in the place of the Maram Merutenberg, but I'm trying to have a negia shaykhs to the deeper geshim that the Maram Merutenberg had when he wrote that. What about the sreifas and the shamas that we're seeing over here? A child doesn't know. It's painful. You see a child, I mean, you see a grown-up, you see a tumor on his face, you see gasus on his face. I know it's not his fault, but that's what you see, that's what he put on himself. An emptiness, a meaninglessness. But a child is always pure. And the child, what did he do? What averis, what bad did he do that you have to deprive him from knowing who Avraham Avinu was? I'm being McConan on that. Eicha, did it happen that the shamas that were chelik of the chelik elokami malde Hashem elokecha eish should be burned with the tumor of Taivas of Olam Hazeh that Rishoyim brought in over here. Eicho, how did it happen? Let us at least, if we're not doing anything to bring them closer, but at least let's feel some pain for this situation that we're in, for the goals that we're in. I once was asking myself, the neshama comes down to this world. The Mishnah says, Al korchacha atanotzer val korchacha atanolad. You were forced to come down to this world. The neshama says to Hashem, before he came down to this world, don't send me there. I can't. It's too hard. It's painful to be there. Here it's tanugim over here, and over there it's katness and shiflus and lowness. No matter where I'm going to go, even if I go to the Mir Yeshiva, but Bein Hastorm, they're all going to run to the lunchroom to eat lunch and not care about somebody else. I can't be there in that world. And Hashem answers, no. This is the tikkun, and this is how it's meant to be. And I force you to go down. It's like a king says to his soldiers over here around the palace, I don't need you. I don't need all the training that you get in the army. Over there, far away, there are enemies over there. That's where I need you to fight the enemies. Yeah, there's swamps over there, there's mud, there's this. You're going to go days and days without taking a shower. You might not have so much to eat. But that's where you're going to accomplish something over there. That's where I need you. And he sends them out there. That's what Hashem says to the neshama before it comes down to this world. And I'm asking, suppose the neshama, this is what we're talking about, when he sends the neshama down into a from family, Shomrei Torah, mitzvahs, loving parents, mechanchim, they give everything to their children. They're medactic to train them in the Torah way. Still, the neshama doesn't want to go down. And what will be if he's meant if the neshama is designated to go down into a Chiloni family? It doesn't matter. Nice people and everything. No Shabbos, no kashrus, no Taras HaMishpah, no nothing, no Yiddishkeit. And the neshama cries to Hashem, I don't want to go there. I can't. How can I go to such a place? What are you sending me there for? It's like taking somebody, a prince, and you're sending him in to live with gas people, grubber people that they all think evil head all day, and they're not clean, and they eat dry bread, and they drink whiskey, don't they? And send a Ben Melech and send them there. What do you want from me? The neshama says to Hashem, that's where you're sending me. Why should I And the answer, I don't know. I don't know the answer. If the neshama comes down into a fruma home, I can understand. I mean, we're mekublanu merabuseinu. The answer is the tikkun is dafka over there. But there's a lot you could talk about it. But this is Bekitza, the answer. But what about if the neshama will say, but what kind of tikkun am I going to do by going there? What are you sending me there for? What's Hashem going to answer there? I don't know. I have no answer on the question. Unless you'll say that they're the Erev Rav, they're really Goshen Nisham. I don't know. But you see a lot that miskav to Yiddishkeit. But what about those that are never miskav? What's Hashem going to answer the Neshama there? The only thing I could think of is that Zerahim Milfonai, and like it says by Rabbi Akiva that Malachi Ashari says, Zutara v'zuschara, Hashem said, Shtokach also b'machshava lafana. You can't, there's certain things you just can't understand. Maybe this is one of them. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. Maybe somebody smarter than me has the answer, and maybe nobody has the answer. But this is so painful to read about it here, and it's a story. It's a news item. Look what this person did. He went off to Derech, he has a house, he works, he's happy. And his two boys, they live close to him. And of course, there's a concept in that world that Rahman al-Islam, we should never know about it. And they live with a bas zug. And we, in the Torah, we have other names for it. Maybe Zona or something like that. A bas zug, I mean, maybe good. Then you could say halakhadik. Maybe you could find the head because it's meyuched. It has a din of pilegish. So call it pilegish. Don't call it with a fancy name, bas zug. It's not a bas zug. It's a pilegish. And when I was young, and I was a child, and an innocent, tmimistic child, so when we learned in the Tanakh pilegish, I understood it means a maid. That's how I was taught that it means. Then you start finding out it means something else. So say it's pilegish, but don't say fancy words, basazud. But that's it. That's the Talmudic world, the tumen that we're living in. And let's not talk ourselves in that we're so holy. We go on buses, we see things, we read articles, and this tumen. I was once thinking, you go in the street and you give a look at us at Samara Asura, it becomes printed on your mind, this picture. And if you willingly looked at it, the pshat, you gave place for tumah in your mind. You gave a place for it. So later on, I said to myself, don't go and complain about other people in your family close to you that they live with these concepts of you gave for one split second, you also gave place for such a concept. And I'm moden, I'm misvad, and I confess that on this last Friday, I saw a bacher with a white shirt, this is sticking out, going with a girl sleeveless and pants, and they looked like they're enjoying themselves together. And for a split second, the thought went through my mind, oh, isn't that wonderful? And why can't I do that? I live alone. Why can't I have such a thing like that? Can't got money. So what does it mean? That means you gave place for such tumah in the world. So what are you going complaining about somebody else? Hashem should help us. They should bring the gula b'karov, and shivasar b'tamim should be nepach l'sas and l'simcha. And Hashem, Baruch Hashem, I was zocheh that my son Yosef just had a baby boy.
Oh, Mazel Tov.
It was last this Wednesday. And I was thinking, and the breeze is going to be this coming Wednesday. And I thought it was going to be a girl because he already has two boys, but it came out a boy. Now, I was thinking, Shivasar B'Tammuz is going to be a few days after that Wednesday, and it's going to be Nepach. We're Ma'aminim, B'nai Ma'aminim, that it's going to be Nepach L'Sos Nesimcha. And this child that's only a few days old is going to be a Mashiach-dik child. He's going to be a child, but he's not going to know of such a thing as Golus. He's not going to know of such a thing as Tumor. And he's going to ask us, What was going on there? What kind of life did you live then? What kind of tispuchim? What kind of bullying did you live in? Explain it to me. What was? I mean, the world is so wonderful. The world is so pure. The world is so kaddish. And we're going to say to the child, yeah, Baruch Hashem, thank Hashem, you were born into Mashiach's time. We lived in the end of the Golus. We lived in the Tumu. It's so great. You can mamish feel it with the hand and see it in every movement we went through, and we suffer from it, and we went through it, and we sometimes were misgaber, and sometimes we fell through, and there were seconds in our life that real tumor went into our minds and contaminated us, and we didn't even know how much tumor we got there. But Baruch Hashem, we were zoche that together with you, Moshiach the Gabor, we were zoche to be mekabel pnei Moshiach. And I want to add that I was last week. It's not just my grandchildren, it's the planet, many, Baruch Hashem. I want to end with a positive note. And there was a bechina, Baravim, they called it a mesiba. It was a siyum on Chumash Vayikra. And all the children of my grandson's class sat there in front of the Har Kodesh. And the rabbis asked questions, and the parents asked questions. And the children knew everything. They chazer and chazer. It could be they chazer 20 times on everything. And it was so clear in their mind. 8-year-olds were talking about. And they knew everything. And I asked, stay achuzah, stay mikna in the end of Parshas Bechukah. Which one goes back to Kohen and which one goes back to the Bailam? The Hektish. And they knew everything. And tears were running down my eyes as I was watching it. And my grandson asked me, why was your face so red? And I didn't know how to explain it to him, how much I was emotional by seeing this. And I thought to myself, if Mashiach comes now, we have with what to go to him. We have with what to be mekabel panov. We can show our children, our pure children, that they learn Torah Hashem and they know Torah Hashem and they're besimcha. Hashem should help us. This should happen because of mamish. We should be zocher to this.
Thank you, Shakoch, Rabbi Kaplan.